welcome back to the cabin. We've made a nice beef stew. You've probably seen me do this on a video already, where I took all the leftovers from a roast beef dinner and I cut it all up and I made a beautiful beef stew. Potatoes, turnips, carrots, celery, onions, broccoli, and of course beef. Now tonight I'm going to make some biscuits. I've got 3 cups of flour, half a teaspoon of baking soda, a teaspoon of baking powder. We're going to add a good pinch of salt and 1 cup of milk. I'm just mixing that salt in a bit. All right, 1 cup of milk and a tablespoon of oil. This happens to be olive oil. And we're just going to work that dough. Now biscuits, you can put them on the pan by the spoonful, or you can work them with a rolling pin. So we're just gonna see how this dough feels when it's done and what we're gonna do. Now we don't want to overwork the dough, right? We want it to release the gluten a little bit, but we don't want to overwork it so it's tough. So that's coming really nice. Now my hands are clean. Surface has been cleaned, and I have a little bit of white flour, and I'm just lightly flouring the surface. Now you could drop this by the spoonful into a pan, a greased pan, or can roll it out. We're going to put it on some parchment. So I'm going to flour up my hands. It's right away it wants to stick. So let's get that. So there's a nice bit of dough there. And the leveling agents are this baking soda and the baking powder. Now I did bring out the rolling pin. I'm not sure if we really need it. It's just biscuits. Upside down small bowl to cut them out. I'll see if I can get 6. Okay. Now, because it's biscuits, it's got a lot of leeway in it. And the last one I'll just form by hand. Now these are huge. These are big biscuits, but that's okay. They're gonna go great with this beef stew. So let's put them in the oven. Oven is set at almost 450. I know it seems really high. It's one of those hot, high, and fast cooks. Now we're going to check it at 9 minutes. It's saying 11 to 12, but I'm going to check it at 9. We're up in the mountains here And our elevation always affects baking. Now when I'm working with flour, I like to use a bit of paper towel. And that way it doesn't mess up my good dishcloths. Because flour can do that. It can be messy. All right, so we're ahead of the game here. And I might as well take a quick break and come back with the finished product. Nice hot bowl of beef stew and some fresh hot out of the oven biscuits. So we'll see you in a minute or two. And we're back. Let's check on these biscuits. Now, it said 11, 12 minutes. I did it for 9. There's the alarm. More than enough time. Okay, some of them look pretty good. Not too bad. And we've got this wonderful soup. Let's ladle that in. Oh! That would be the smoke detector. Because the hot oven door. All right. Well, I would normally have the fan on, but it's too loud. Oh, there's some nice meat in there. We've got some pearl barley. All the veg. Just putting a little bit of this nice juices in there. Oh, that looks wonderful. Just your usual beef stew. Let's wipe that edge. From leftover beef that we had, roast beef. And we've got a really nice biscuit. Oh, very nice. That's hot. We'll cut it up a bit. And we can even put a little bit of butter on there with a knife's hot. All right, so, it's hot. I'm not going to be able to do this. I'll let that knife go down. Let's give this beef stew. Oh, look at that. Let's first try the broth. I can handle the broth. It's hot. That's a beef stew, all right. Let's try a piece of the meat. It's just tender. That is delicious. Just as good as roast beef dinner the other night. Now it's in the form of a stew. Good, hearty, hot meal. It's chilly and windy today. So the good hot soup on a day like this is just what we need. Yeah, I'm happy with that. All right, so we almost forgot about this bread. A little bit brown on the bottom, but that's okay, because in this kitchen, it all gets eaten anyway. Now, we could dip it in a bit of soup broth. Let's give it a try. Biscuits. Who doesn't love a good biscuit? Mm-hmm. That is tasty. Who doesn't like a good beef stew? Yeah, I'm enjoying that. I'm going to have to call the family for dinner. But before I do, I want to thank my subscribers and my viewers. We're so close to the 300 mark. We're just trying 100 at a time. Thank you for being part of this little channel, growing from the very beginning up until now, and we're striving for more subscribers. If you haven't already subscribed, go right ahead. Don't be shy. Hit that subscribe button and be part of this little channel's growth. And in the meantime, as always, be kind to each other. Be kind to nature. And go out into the forest and nature as often as you can. It's good for you. Just not after dark and alone. Good eating at the cabin. That's a good broth. All right, we'll see you on the next one. And before I forget, I'll need to remember, shout out to all my grandkids. Grandma says hi. Happy eating, everybody. We'll see you on the next one here at the little kitchen at the cabin.